team of people join a sports tournament, a third of the people needed to play the actual game. They start winning. This is a 2006 movie.
What?
Right.
I don't know.
It's a baseball movie.
Angels in the Outfield.
No.
Fuck.
See, you have a third of the people, because normally to play baseball you need 9. You have 3.
Oh, bench warmers.
It's bench warmers.
I was never gonna get that. I've never seen Benchwarmers.
Really? It's actually a pretty funny movie.
I have no interest in watching it, honestly.
Hey, fair enough.
Here's what I'll say about bench warmers. I would say it's mid, and saying it's good. Rotten Tomatoes is saying it's a 13.
Dude, Rotten Tomatoes is on something.
I'm gonna trust Rotten Tomatoes on that one.
I mean, fair enough.
You know what you shouldn't trust Rotten Tomatoes on? The newest episode of the What the Condor podcast. Welcome back.
Yeah, that's this one.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
do we have a tomato score?
yeah,
Probably.
it's like 2.
2 bananas, not even tomatoes.
No, it's like 2 bananas and like a half an apple. Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a fruit, but you don't put it in fruit salad.
So then it's not a fruit.
I mean, is it a tomato pie? Because I feel like most fruits have a pie of some type.
There is no tomato pie.
I mean,
Should we
isn't
make
lasagna
tomato
just a tomato pie?
It's a tomato cake. Get it right.
Tomato potato.
Oh, cake. Pie.
Yeah, you would know, fatty.
Hey.
Since we're talking about food, we have a food-related meme for our newest segment, the What the Condor Meme of the Week, where we pick our favorite meme out of the What the Condor Discord, and we just shout it out. And since there was really only like one meme in our Discord this week because we don't have too many members, join the fucking Discord, damn it.
Shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh with the 24K Glizzy. Was our favorite meme this week. You did a good job, buddy.
How much would a 24 karat gold glizzy cost? At least $2, right?
I think.
At least $2, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Considering,
go with $2.
depending on the branding of Glizzy alone, it can run you anywhere from like $2 to like $9.
Well,
For a singular wiener?
Well, I mean,
yeah,
it'd be for a motherfucker. Nowhere, unless you go to a fucking vendor, no one's gonna sell you an individual Glizzy. You have to buy a pack.
Yeah, but you have to go price per quantity.
All right, well, then here, fucking Condor, do the math.
Mr.
If a pack of hot dogs costs $2 and there's 8 hot dogs in there, how much is it for a single hot dog?
They're like 12.5 cents. Wait, $2 at 25 cents. I was doing $1.
I was waiting to see how long it would take you to realize that was the easiest fucking equation I could have given you.
You're easy.
I know.
You slut.
We all know.
What is going on here?
Listen, I'm fat, he's a slut. Let me be.
Just let me be.
Shout out to Josh. Shout out to the Discord.
Please join the Discord.
Join the Discord.
We want to communicate with our fans.
We're desperate. We're begging.
We want to know
crying.
who our fans are.
Since we just started this, I'm gonna give one more shout out to this Josh guy. And spelling bee. It's the word wrong. Release the bees.
I'm gonna give a shout out to myself for the "Get Fucked Idiot" video.
Listen, anything with gritty.
If you want to be in on what's going on here in this conversation, join the Discord.
Link is in our Twitter.
The link is in our Twitter bio at Condor What, by the way. Let's play a game.
I like games. Games are fun.
Games are games.
It's less
Two
of a.
kegs.
I guess it's a game. It has a fun name.
Is it a game but no games?
Pretty much, it's like that. Games, unlimited games, but no games.
Okay.
Bacon.
It's less of a
Yes.
game and more of like a segment with a name that I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give you something, literally anything. I've got 5 things listed here, and you have to tell me if it's overrated, underrated, and I would prefer why, but you don't have to. And it's called
Okay.
Over Under.
Okay.
Our first thing is Shohei Ohtani, all time, compared to the greats.
Compared to the greats, part of me just wants to say rated. I don't feel like he's overrated, but I don't feel like he's underrated compared to the greats. They were playing a different game
Like-
back then.
Okay.
I mean, I hate to, I got to agree with Condor on this one because, I mean, it was a different game. And also, a lot of these greats prioritized one thing. You had great batters, you had great pitchers, you had great fielders. Fucking Shohei is like, fuck that. I'm a great batter and a great pitcher.
And back in the day, pitchers didn't even really matter. It's like,
I mean, yeah, that's very true. Fucking, a pitcher was there to do one thing, pitch.
they were pitching to contact, not pitching for strikeouts. It's literally their job.
I mean,
Yeah,
Nolan
I don't know
Ryan's
about all
sheer
that.
existence kind of trumps that, but I see what you're getting at.
I was gonna say I don't know about all that extra stuff, but
I'm going back to
you look at a lot of the greats, Babe Ruth, real big power hitter. Sammy Sosa, power hitter. A lot of these greats are known for one thing, being great at one aspect of baseball, and then you've got Shohei, who, like I said, is a great batter along with also being a phenomenal pitcher. He kind of breaks the mold, in my opinion, at least. He kind of breaks the mold of what a great baseball player is. Because you look at a great and it's like, okay, his hitting stats, his average home runs a season, that makes him a great player. You look at Shohei, you get to look at his batting performance and his pitching performance.
I'm going to say my piece about this.
Go for it.
Because I am very passionate about this.
Okay.
I am a Shohei Ohtani stan. We know this over here. We love Shohei over here at the What the Condor podcast.
We do. We love ourselves some
Shohei.
Shohei.
Shohei
On the
Ohtani.
we have questions that you won't be able to.
We've got Condor breaking up like a motherfucker over here. Pardon those difficulties.
I think Carlos sneezed.
Shohei Ohtani is a top 5 talent in the history of baseball and is the most underrated player of all time.
Ooh, okay.
Just the sheer star power that man should have because of how good he is at baseball. I think I sent a video to the group chat recently about just how dominant Shohei Ohtani is at baseball. Like
I believe you did. I believe you did.
I think as a pitcher, he has the lowest slugging percentage against since 1974, and as a batter,
for those not tuned in baseball, what does that mean? What is a slugging percentage?
so basically, what slugging percentage means is that I'm going to have to Google it.
Is it
Fair
slugging
enough.
percentage batting average with extra bases taken into account?
Yeah.
Bases per
Slugging
at bat?
percentage represents the total number of bases a player records at bat.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Condor knows what he's talking about. I just hear things and I hear names and I just go and spew them without exactly looking into what it means, especially with baseball. Because there's so many advanced stats that go into baseball, it's ridiculous.
I don't doubt
Baseball
it.
has some of the most specific stats of any sport.
So, unlike on base percentage, which of course includes walks, slugging percentage does not. All hits are not valued equally in slugging percentage. So basically, probably on base percentage and slugging percentage are probably what you really want to look at to determine what's a good batter and not just straight up batting average.
Okay.
So Shohei Ohtani has the lowest slugging percentage against as a pitcher
Which is good.
since the early 70s, and as a batter he has the highest slugging percentage since the 1970s.
And that's also good, right?
It's amazing. He is the most dominant baseball player we may have ever seen. And,
Oh, really?
And
The Angels just exist around
the
them.
Angels, yeah. It's so. I tweeted this the other day. It is such a shame that literally they have two top 5 talents in their prime in Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. And there's nothing to show for it.
That pun.
No.
The fact that you had to ask.
And
But yeah,
But no, I mean that's fucking crazy.
I would say I can't think of a fifth guy, but when it comes to just straight up raw talent in a baseball player, some of the best are like Trout, Ohtani, Bonds,
Barry Bonds.
Griffey Jr. I can't really think of like who I would want to put up there with them. Maybe like a Hank Aaron.
is catcher in the league.
Shut up, Condor.
We're not bringing your MLB The Show ridiculousness into here. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani, man. He really might be the greatest of all time.
You know, I mean, listening just to what you said, Aaron, I mean, I'd be inclined to agree with you.
He might not have the resume to go with it, but Shohei Ohtani in his prime might be the best baseball player ever.
All right, fair enough. Leave your thoughts and comments in the Twitter.
Yeah, if you care
On the
about
Twitter
baseball, let us know
Tweety Bird?
what you think. This isn't a sports podcast, by the way, so we're gonna
This
move
is
on.
not it. This is just a random sports segment in this 1 hour of what the fuck am I listening to?
We're gonna move on from sports. Our next
Sports.
topic for over under. Oh, were you gonna say something? Go ahead.
No. I was just
Oh.
saying spots.
Oh. Our
Host?
next topic is gift cards. Are gift cards overrated or are gift cards underrated?
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I gotta ask a question. Like, are we talking just like just specific gift cards, like a Walmart gift card, a Target gift card? Are we talking like those fucking Visa gift cards that like can be actually be used anywhere?
No, I mean like gift cards for like
Oh.
stores and shit.
Okay, specific ones.
Like if you like, okay, I'll narrow it down a little bit. Receiving a gift card for like a gift, is that overrated or underrated?
Personally, I think it's underrated. I love getting me a good gift card, especially, I mean, as long as it's, a relevant gift card for the recipient.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be very happy with like, a $25 like GameStop gift card or, something like that. But, if you get me a $25 gift card to like fucking, Bed Bath and Beyond, I'm going to look at you like you're an asshole. You know what I mean?
On your side there, I do think they're underrated, but even if you get me a gift card to, let's say, local grocery store, it's called Giant Eagle. It's like, what am I getting at a grocery store? I can use this gift card, buy a gift card that I want.
That's fair. That's a fair point. I mean, if you really wanted to do something like that, you could always take the gift card and buy a gift card you actually want.
Yeah, or like, honestly, I can walk around in any type of store and find something I want for use a gift card on.
Well, that's fair. Aaron, what do you think? How do you feel about gift cards?
I have mixed feelings on gift cards.
Do tell.
I mean, I don't know how to say this without it coming off bad. But I kind of want to say they're overrated because you could just give somebody the money and just be like, hey, go do whatever you want with it.
That's always a fair point.
And then, it kind of, holds them down to, you're going to spend this here. Or like, I don't know. I thought of something that if you give somebody a gift card to like a restaurant or something, it's like, here, I'm going to pay for your meal at this restaurant, but I don't want to go eat with you at it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
it's like, well, damn.
That's definitely one way to look at it. Like,
damn, you want to hang out with me?
I bought you food so you can get yourself food without me.
Eat something fatty.
I definitely get that.
That's just like the most pessimistic way you could look at gift cards, though.
But to an extent, it's true.
It is.
Because that's why I had to ask at the beginning of this segment. Like, are we talking specific gift cards? Or are we talking like those reloadable like vanilla Visa cards that you can get at fucking Walmart?
I think those are fine. Those are fine.
Yeah, those are perfect. I mean, you can take those. I mean, you can go to a store, you can go to a restaurant, or you can fucking order shit online.
But would you rather have that or just have the money?
Money, giving somebody just money makes you look you didn't put any effort into it.
That's
I
that's
feel like
a good
it's better.
I see that point.
Yeah, I do too, but I also see it. It's also a double-edged sword because I mean, like me, for example. If you told me, here's $50, I was gonna get you a gift card, but here, I'll just give you. I'd be perfectly fine with that. Because kind of like you said, Aaron, now I'm not limited to one or two specific places. I can take that $50 bill and I can go anywhere.
I do see the sentimental and the effort point, but I think the severity of that is like situational.
I'd like to say something about the prepaid cards.
Yeah,
they're good, except sometimes, like certain ones, could be a pain in the ass to use.
Oh yeah, there are definitely those select few that are just like, okay, I'm loaded, but no, you have to use me like in person. You can't use me online, or the ones that only let you use them online because for whatever reason, there's no fucking bar or whatever to actually run it through a cash register.
Mm-hmm. I learned something about those the other day at work.
Really? What's that?
If it asks for a PIN, it's the last 4 on the card.
Yep.
Really?
I never knew that until like 2 days ago.
I didn't know that until now.
The more you know with the What the Condor podcast.
That'll actually help somebody. I mean, if you got one of those fucking prepaid gift cards and asks for a PIN, it's the last 4 digits on your card.
Just make sure you don't give them out to anybody, and the wacky
don't do that
on the back.
Yeah, don't do that because then you're just stupid.
Wait, you mean like the 871?
Hey! We're gonna move on now.
1, 2, 3,
no, we
4.
ain't doing that shit. We ain't doing that shit.
The next one we're gonna talk about
8, 9.
No, I will put you in timeout again.
He will.
Do not test me.
He will. Call of Duty is the next one.
Overrated anymore?
I
gotta agree with that. Nowadays, I think it's just overrated.
Yeah, I would say Call of Duty is immensely overrated. I like the classic games, But
Oh yeah.
I think who's a good comparison for Call of Duty? You know what? Who's a good comparison for Call of Duty? Kid
Who?
Cudi. Kid Cudi is a good comparison for Call of Duty.
Okay.
Because Kid Cudi, to the masses, I love Kid Cudi's music. But to the masses, I think Kid Cudi kind of has his legacy cemented from music from like 10 to 15 years ago, 2009, early 2010s, the same way that Call of Duty does with like Modern Warfare 2 and the Black Ops stuff. And then their legacy is kind of cemented from that, but it hasn't, the quality has fallen off very much so since those classic days. And I feel like Call of Duty gets a bit of a pass because of the classic games in terms of like overall legacy. You know, you can't just look at the good when you're comparing legacies all time.
Right.
I think the classic Call of Duty games are great, but I wouldn't put it up in like a echelon with like The Legend of Zelda or something.
Feel that?
The same way I wouldn't put Kid Cudi up with like Kanye West.
Makes sense. You know, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Call of Duty franchise has gotten to a point where they're like, what can we do that's not gonna repeat an old game? And at this point, there's not too much.
I think they've boxed themselves in way too much.
I mean, hell, you know, I mean, how many like, you know, World War II games have we fucking had? Which, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I mean, World War II is, you know, it's a decent war to cover for a video game, but it's like you've done war. It. I mean, it's really not the only war. I mean, hell, you know,
bad it's the sequel.
But I mean, like, hell, I mean, give some credit to like Battlefield. You know, they took a World War I approach, and that was really cool. You know, man, I think it'd be cool to see like a Call of Duty World War I, or you know, go back to some old wars, or hell, you know, I mean, these are fucking video games. Make your own. You know how it was? I think it was Modern Warfare 3. I think it was, where it was like a bunch of like the South American country or something got together and like started their own like, you know, super militia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah,
you know,
the whole Makarov thing was cool.
Yeah, you know, now is it super likely to happen? I don't think so, but it made exactly, and it made a really cool concept for the game.
I mean,
you know, let's get some more of that. Let's get some more originality out. You know, let's stop recreating, you know, the modern warfares that people don't want. Let's stop recreating World War II games that we've already got like 6 of. You know, something different, something even a little fresher.
Supreme Overlord Nene.
Call of Duty British Revolution.
I mean, hey, I'd play it.
I might low-key play it.
Call of Duty Dance Dance Revolution. Got it.
Exactly.
There you go.
I mean, hell, take a page from Assassin's Creed. There's a bunch of different fucking wars you can cover. They don't all have to be ones, you know, where you can call in fucking airplane strikes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I think it'd be cool to play, you know, an old school, you know, where you got to worry about, you know, your black powder. You got to load your rifle right, it's gonna fucking blow up in your face. You know, I think that'd be a cool concept. It takes some getting used to.
Wait, whose face will it blow?
I think the yearly release is what killed Call of Duty. It killed it fast.
Oh yeah.
Any other thoughts?
Like I said, you know, I mean, well, you know, kind of just to go back, like at some point you run out of ideas and you have to start recycling them, and it can either be done really well or extremely poorly. And I feel like a lot of their double backs have just gotten more and more poor.
Nene?
Yes.
I would like to apologize for the Doug Dimmadome. propaganda that has been laying around. And also for saying the credit card numbers of the 8714
Okay,
and
so our next.
1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4,
hey,
5,
stop it,
7,
stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Condor.
Our next topic
8.
is astrology.
Fake.
Fake?
It's overrated.
You think it's
Stars
overrated?
overrated.
I think this is an interesting one.
I mean, it's an interesting concept. I mean, shit, I know personally, I really have no real preference as far as astrology goes. I mean, it's cool, it's useful.
Is it?
It can be. In theory.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, situationally, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, when there were pirates and shit, how do you think they navigated? They used charts and stars. So, like, back then, yeah, it made total sense. Nowadays, I don't know
confused.
if it's...
Yeah, we're talking about like the signs and stuff.
Yeah. The
Like Gemini and stuff.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
yeah. Man was gonna come up in here and rip my head off. Doesn't even know what we're talking about.
I mean, to be fair, you said astrology. No one was specific.
That's the first clip on the What the Condor TikTok. That's going on the
I'm okay with
TikTok.
this. I'm okay with this. About time I fucking contributed something.
We need an editor to like animate that. Like just Nate going off about pirates and using charts and stars, and it's like, no, we're talking about Geminis.
I've got the fucking board with all the red string.
Yeah, it cuts to like us on a pirate ship, and you're using the charts, and I'm just like, no, we're talking about like Gemini signs and stuff.
Yeah,
that's fucking stupid.
It cuts back to you guys at a table. Just like, dude, we're talking about like the fucking signs, and I just fucking stop and just slowly turn around. Well, that's fucking stupid.
You know what? You know what I'm going to say about astrology? It's massively overrated. It's massively, yes, not real and overrated for what it is like to the masses. Like people that won't, that automatically like don't like somebody because you were born at a certain time or you were born on a certain day. I think that's dumb, and I think it's overrated, and I think it's not real.
I feel that. Dude, I've seen those memes. It's like, oh, I'm this way because I'm a Sagittarius. No, Karen, you're just a bitch.
I've seen people say like, other podcast clips or something, or just like YouTube clips where people have said, "Oh, I'm a what's a fucking sign? I'm an Aries," and the person will be like, "Oh my god, I totally knew you were an Aries. I'm not a fucking Aries. I'm a this," and they're like, "Oh, that makes so much sense. I
knew
not
it because
that
you were
either."
lying. Yeah, dude, those are so fucking funny. It's like, what am I? You're this. No, I'm not. I'm this. Oh, I totally knew you were this, but I'm actually this. Oh, I knew you were lying to me.
So, what about like in the same vein, like the horoscopes?
Fucking useless.
Listen. I think for what the stuff actually is, and not like this like weird thing that has like branched out from it, I think that's underrated. I think there's some sort of merit there, but what it is in like today's world with the, just basing like judging somebody off of a birth time
when they were born.
I think that's ridiculous. I think it's pretentious. I think it's
fucking stupid.
I think it's sad.
I mean, I can agree with that.
Our last one. Do we didn't have any other thoughts about astrology, right?
No, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I've already got a clip.
Our last
Pirates
one.
fucking suck.
All right, we're gonna move on to the last one of this segment.
Is it about pirates?
I mean, they sailed in a yellow submarine.
Overrated. Next.
Yeah, it's it's the fucking Beatles.
The Beatles.
Questions asked.
You're saying the Beatles are overrated?
Yes.
Why is
I
that?
understand. I understand they were good when they first came out, but they, like, they there's so much better stuff now.
I think the Beatles are criminally underrated. I think. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say to a certain generation, which is like the current one, our generation, and the generation after us. I think the Beatles are criminally underrated.
Like,
I mean, I would definitely agree
if-
with that. When you have entire generations that, for lack of a better word, worship these fucking like mumble rappers and shit. Yeah, it's criminally fucking underrated. Some of
I
these people wouldn't know true good music if it came up and smacked them upside the head.
I don't know, man. That Whole Lot of Red album, you know, you kind of go crazy. That Playboy Cardi is kind of nice, but
I'm not saying that there aren't gems out there, but like I said, when you've got an entire generation that fucking idolizes some of today's like hip hop and pop stars and shit, they need some Beatles in their life.
they need to be beaten in their life.
They need some British guys with bowl cuts.
we love British guys with bold cuts over here, but only 4 of them, and they're specific ones.
I mean, even then, maybe one of those 4 is just kind of like, don't really care about you.
Respect Ringo.
I love how you knew who I was talking about too.
Of course. Give Ringo his flowers. He might not have even been the best drummer in the Beatles, but we love Ringo Starr over here.
You know what? Fair. I'm sorry, Ringo. Here's your flowers.
So I have a question for overrated, underrated. Does everybody here know the game Crazy Taxi?
Crazy
Yeah.
Taxi is horrifically underrated.
Horrifically.
Oh my god!
I want to see a Crazy Taxi remaster.
Yeah, with original soundtrack.
I mean, is there any other fucking way to do it?
They tried once to do it without the original soundtrack. It was a game.
Yeah, I was saying, how'd that go?
Condor, when are you coming home? I want to play you in Crazy Taxi for the Xbox 360.
Oh,
Shit,
I
Crazy
have it
Taxi
downloaded.
1v1.
I'll be home Monday night.
Monday night. I'll have to check my work schedule and see what's going on Monday night. And then
I guess
Can you make it
Monday
like
in
now?
general. We had Carlos set all this up for this reason.
Condor, Carlos didn't really set too much up. You're just kind of live
Here.
via Discord call. And we're just here in the studio. There's not much to set up.
We didn't have to set up your
Yeah.
chair.
Hey,
Surprised it
Chair
wasn't
get-
broken, fatty.
I was gonna say my chair needs a day off.
Your chair needs more than a day off. Your chair gets a week off every week and it still can't handle it.
You know what? Dimmadum had a short hat. Deal with it.
So yeah,
Condor?
that's the big story this week.
Wait,
I
you
guess.
won't.
Condor is
You won't,
on.
pussy.
Condor is on vacation of some sort.
The
Condor,
balls, come on.
what have you been doing on your vacation? I guess we won't know because Condor is out of
We'll-
the Discord call.
We'll find out. We'll find out in 60 seconds.
We'll find out in 60 seconds, I guess.
I wasn't gonna do it. I'm trying to be nice. And then he called me a pussy and said I had no balls, so I did it.
Great. So in the meantime, I want to give a special shout out, a special What the Condor shout out to the greatest quarterback in 49ers history, Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect is probably a top 5 human on this earth, alongside Joey Chestnut and Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
And he was spotted in training camp with the San Francisco 49ers.
Really?
Throwing absolute bombs. 50-yard bombers.
Damn.
To George Kittle.
Really?
An absolute monster. What can't Dr. Disrespect do? I think the answer is stream on Twitch, but I'm not entirely sure.
I think that's like the only thing that he can't do.
He's stream on Twitch.
And so I'm pretty sure, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure, wasn't he like permanently banned from Twitch for something?
I think so, yeah. The only thing Dr.
It's funny. You know who would probably know? Josh.
Yo, Josh. I know you're listening to the podcast, my brother. I need to know, is Dr. Disrespect is banned from Twitch, right?
We need to know.
Alright, Condor's back in the call. So we're gonna move on from our Dr. Disrespect praise to
No, you motherfucker. Just because I'm out of the goddamn office doesn't mean you can just treat me like this. But what are we gonna continue to?
we were gonna continue to what you've been doing on your vacation. Your time off, per se.
Time off, I did what most some people do, and I did some bar trivia today.
Bar trivia? I've done that like once, I think. And
I've never done bar trivia.
I did that exactly one time.
There was one time, before you get into your thing, there was one time I did bar trivia. Well, the one time I did bar trivia, I was with Tim. You guys know Tim.
Shout out Tim.
Shout out to Tim.
Tim.
And
We have questions.
They asked a Beatles question, and I got like really excited because I knew the answer, and I fucking said it out loud.
Oh. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
No, I'm not, but it was whatever. It's fucking bar trivia. Nobody was like, pissed or anything.
Didn't have any actual tryhards there that night.
No full-on sweats. No bar trivia sweats that night.
Well, that's good.
How'd you do on your bar trivia, Condor?
So this was me, my family. So me and 3 other people. Shout out to the family. We got round 1, which is things that are turning 50 this year. Which I didn't realize that was the category until kept asking questions about. In 1972. Wait, why is everything in 72? It also made me realize that Eminem is turning 50 this year.
Yes, he is.
What the fuck?
Is he
5-0's
turning
creeping up on him like a
50?
patrol car.
Or did he already turn 50?
I remember because
Google.
I was about to say, I'm on it.
October 17th, 1972.
Wait, really? His birthday's in October?
It is October 17th.
Bro, let's go. His birthday's 2 days after mine.
Mr. Mathers will be turning 50 October 17th. Happy early birthday, Marshall.
Happy early birthday.
If you're listening to this,
Yeah, if you're listening to us, wish you a happy birthday in August. Thanks. I appreciate it.
If you're listening, can we have some mom spaghetti?
I think we can do that anyway. We just have to go to Detroit.
Yeah, but if we ask him, maybe we'll get reserved seats.
Could you imagine the What the Condor podcast getting fucking
that would be
seats
fucking
at Eminem's restaurants?
Dude, I could die happy. I could die happy.
Yeah,
I think I'm ready to die happy.
You're ready to die happy?
Yeah.
Condor, you're like 26.
And I've completed all my life goals. I'm done. Next.
What about with the Condor getting more than like 20 plays per episode?
This is a extra objective.
Extra
This is not a
objective.
side quest.
These are his bonus objectives.
Condor's really out here doing
Exactly.
side quests.
Dude, see me play any
Connor's
game.
ignored the main story for 26 years.
All he's done is side quests.
No.
Dude, he's
Hey.
gonna be so overleveled when he finds that first boss.
A, I've done all the main quests. I'm just going back to the story and picking up the side quests. B, ask this motherfucker right here. Anytime we play a co-op game like Borderlands or some shit, I will make us do every single goddamn side quest before we go through the goddamn story.
You know, I can actually say he's not lying. We were playing Borderlands 3, and dude, it got to the point we were doing like 8 or 9 different side missions before we'd even take on one main quest. It got to the point where I literally told him, like, dude, this is not fun. We are too over-leveled. Let's grind the main story a little bit.
But this person needs our help.
I mean, if
And
they need
then-
your help, like, it makes a good point.
Exactly.
That's the thing. You know, they say they need our help, and then they try to blow us up with rockets, you know?
And
I think they just needed fucking target practice. So they don't need us. They could use anything.
I suppose.
I guess we just happen to be the closest targets in proximity. Bad choice, though, considering that we shot back. Regular targets wouldn't have, so. You know, he's not lying. If we ever play like an open world RPG game, best believe, like, especially if left to his own devices, Condor would complete every single side quest before even starting the main
I
quest.
want to see Condor play Breath of the Wild.
Dude, that would be fucking
I have not
hilarious.
played a single Zelda game.
That would be fucking
Not a
hilarious.
single Zelda game.
Something is wrong with you. You've never played a Zelda game?
Which
It is, though. I totally
brings me
believe
out. It's, to be fair, the Switch is one of the first Nintendo consoles I've owned since the Super Nintendo.
Dude,
Really?
just get Project 64 and download Ocarina of Time on your computer.
I have to get a computer that isn't a Chromebook.
Can you not even play Project 64 on that?
I don't know. Like
Damn.
I didn't realize how limited I was when I bought a Chromebook. I will talk shit on this Chromebook. So, it proves that I can actually do stuff.
Well, there you
it.
go.
It can do something, just not the things you want it to do.
Pretty much.
Exactly. So, speaking of Zelda, round 2 was classic video games,
Okay.
which is
I feel like
the
Condor
one,
should have done pretty well in this.
well, considering it carried my family because they didn't know what video games were.
What was the question?
Well, it was like 15 questions.
Mm.
I remember one of them was like about Mario and his first game. He had to dodge blank that were thrown at him by Donkey Kong. And you had to type in barrels.
The answer was Barracudas.
Shouts PewDiePie.
Yep. And that when we actually won.
Look at Condor out here carrying.
I carried.
Any other game? Oh!
Oh, trust me, I sold in the last one, but the third round was Garage Rock.
Raj Rock?
Garage.
Okay.
Which, even my mother, I think it was like the second question. My mother's like, she took one look and said, blank keys, and then Dan. I'm like, she's like, here, just type it in. You know the band.
Just type it in.
Just go.
It,
Just do the thing.
it's almost like it's a band whose album we reviewed on this podcast at some point.
Whoa, how convenient is
How
that?
meta is that?
It's almost like it's my favorite band or something. But
What? Condor having a favorite band?
That's crazy. It's almost like we're doing another one of those next week.
Ooh. It's almost like we've started reviewing music on our podcast.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, but
Early thoughts on Tame Impala, by the way?
not very tame.
Not very tame.
Not very tame.
And not a Chevy Impala.
If you had
Not
to rename
tame, not a
Tame
Chevy
Impala,
Impala.
what would it be?
Mildly infuriating. Mildly infuriating Ford Escape.
Ford Escape.
Ford Escape. That almost sounds like an insult, and I don't like it.
I don't even know how I feel about this right now. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I mean, again, part of the point of this album club was so we all listen to music that we don't normally listen to. And
You call me fat?
yes, Condor, believe it or not, I am calling you fat when I'm talking about Aaron's fucking album.
Well, I'm sorry, I got hungry and ate it.
You, just like your brother.
Rest in peace, Timothy. You'll be avenged.
You'll be avenged when I fucking kill Condor. But anyway,
yourselves too much, boys.
Anyway, I've never listened to Tame Impala, so this is all a brand new experience for me. But I will say, so far, I'm enjoying it. I went in with an open mind, kind of like how I did it with Blonde. I'd never listened to Frank Ocean, but I went in with an open mind.
Shut up.
Because I don't know the music. I mean, hell, if this goes anyway like Blonde did, then I'm gonna enjoy this album and we're gonna have a good review of it.
I like that. Currents is one of my favorite albums, so.
Hey, always something to look forward to. Oh, well, I'm looking forward to mine. I'm really excited to get some Mac bumping. Even though, Aaron, I know I already told you I've already started listening to my album.
Ah, nice.
But it's a good ass fucking album. I've just been sitting around the house, doing chores and shit, just fucking vibing.
I would like to say last thing for the bar trivia thing. The last round was animals, and I sold hard.
How do you sell on animals?
My family picked up some of the slack, but I think I got one question right, and it was something about the animal from Zaboomafoo. Like, what type of animal was it?
Oh yeah, that's a lemur.
What?
Yeah. Nobody else at the table knew what it was.
I have not even thought about Zaboomafoo in such a long time.
Dude, that lemur just passed away, like, recently.
No, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Oh.
Carlos, pull it up.
Man, R.I.P. to fucking the lemur from Zaboomafoo.
How the fuck do you spell Zaboomafoo? There it is.
Bro, I have no fucking idea.
I got it.
But no, man, I mean, if that's true, dude, fucking R.I.P. to the lemur, man. He was my second favorite lemur I've ever seen on TV.
Who's number one?
Fucking Momo from Avatar, The Last Airbender. Nothing beats a fucking flying lemur.
You know what? I'll say that this is recent. I thought it was like within the last couple of years because I thought I had just seen something recently, like a shirt about it or something. But
how recent was it?
The lemur who played Zabumafu died in November of 2014. 13 years after Zabumafu ended.
So, can I do a special rest in peace real quick? This isn't the end, but I would like to give a special rest in peace.
Well, yeah, it's not the end because Aaron's not doing it.
Rest in peace to Olivia Newton-John.
Yes. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she was dead.
Yeah,
She died like
yesterday.
4 days ago.
Yeah, a few days ago. Olivia
Damn,
Newton-John
R.I.P.
passed away.
Yeah.
Overrated or underrated? Grease. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
don't talk to my mother about that because it's in her top 2 favorite movies.
I mean, it's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, Grease is it's all right. Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, fuck. I mean, if I'm chilling and someone's like, "Hey, you want to watch Grease?" I mean, my answer is yes.
There you go.
If I'm chilling and somebody asks me if I want to watch Grease, I'm like, who are you? How'd you get in here? And why are you asking me if I want to watch any movie ever? I don't watch movies. Stop it. I just spoil them.
Poorly.
No,
Definitely.
if I am gonna ask Condor to watch a movie, what movie am I gonna make Condor watch?
I mean, there's
All
so
the
many
Star
that
Wars.
there's so many that he needs to watch.
All the Harry Potter.
No, I wouldn't go with something like that. I would maybe go with like Super. You've seen Superbad, right?
That silence means no.
I would.
No.
Yeah, I would definitely make you watch Superbad. You would love Superbad.
I don't know. If I had to make him sit down and watch a movie,
Like that, I think Superbad is kind of. I don't know. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, in a way.
You know what?
But
I think I know what movie I'd make Condor watch.
what's that?
Actually, okay, I'm torn between two. I'd either make him watch 8 Mile, or I'd make him watch fucking Team America.
Yes. Yeah. Changing my answer. Team America. Team America. World Police.
That is definitely what
1000%.
Condor's fucking watching.
Yeah.
He needs to learn the power that is Matt Damon.
I thought
Can we
about.
combine the two?
I was thinking, and I couldn't think, so I said Superbad. But yes, Team
I mean,
America is the right answer.
hey, your movie's a good choice, but
You
I
know
mean,
what?
it just happens that mine is the fucking the champion of answers that
You
we
know
need to
what
make.
else I would make Condor
movie.
watch? Because I don't think he's seen it.
What's that?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yes,
I love The Wolf of Wall Street.
such a good fucking movie.
And also for like a personal choice, if I was gonna show him like one of my like top 5 movies, I would probably do Dead Poets Society.
Ooh,
That's one of my top 5 movies ever.
shit. Hey, I'll watch that shit with you if he doesn't want to.
No, the Condor doesn't have a choice.
We're
You
gonna
don't have a
fucking
choice, little man.
we're gonna duct tape him to a folding chair.
Pretty much. Condor,
Yes.
how the fuck do you sell on animals? Animals.
Fucking animals, bro. Come on.
Because some of them weren't real animals, okay? Some of them were like, what is this thing from Harry Potter? But or what is this bullshit animal from this bullshit series? Oh, it was the hippopotamus skin. Who fucking knew that bullshit? Rhinoceros, one of the two. I'm salty about it. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking clearly. So wait, so hold on. So just to clear the air. So it wasn't a category about like just like real life animals.
It wasn't about like dogs.
It was just animals in general.
Let me put it this way.
And like made up animals.
It went
Yeah,
from
animals from fiction.
First question was, this animal was believed to be babies come from.
Stork.
Oh, that's a stork. Yeah.
It got to, like I said, some super odd Harry Potter animal question, which was not centaurs, it was dragons. Some bullshit there.
Dragonese
Oh,
nuts.
I was gonna say, I mean, if it's animals in Harry Potter, I mean, there's quite a few options.
Yeah, I picked centaurs. The answer was dragons, and then
Okay, so then the question was probably like, what animals did Harry have to fight in the Goblet of Fire?
no, I was asking for like a specific race of something, and it's like
They're asking for like the specific dragons. Dude, well, first of all, there were 4 different ones, and you're not getting any of them because I don't fucking remember any of them.
well, it probably gave us one of the 4 dragon types, and it gave us like, is this type of animal? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have knowledge of Harry Potter, you're not going to get that. So you were kind of SOL on that one.
the last question I couldn't even remember. It was some bullshit about how a rhinoceros got skin or something.
Fucking what?
Like a folk tale about how rhinoceros stole skin or something. I can't even fucking
Wait,
remember.
what? Hold on, no. Now I need to know. I need to know this. Is there a rhinoceros going around stealing skin?
I think it's just from a tale or like a story.
I'm leaving my dog in the house.
What is going on?
There's a fucking rhino stealing skin, apparently.
What the fuck?
All your loved ones locked away. Beware the skin stealing rhino. It's coming for your skins.
That's another TikTok clip. Just you two talking about this, and then just I walk into the room. What is going on?
And I just turn around, just all crazy. Beware the rhino stealing skin.
We need to hire an animator.
Dude, I'm gonna start looking around. I swear, I'm gonna start asking people at work and shit. Because I need this in my life. I need a What the Condor animated series where it's just the 3 of us in the studio, and shit like this happens.
Honestly, expect it. It's gonna be on the YouTube. It's gonna be on the TikTok. We're doing this.
I cannot wait to see it on the TikTok.
Okay,
I'm committing to this.
Dude, I am so looking forward to it. That's fucking stupid.
I would like to apologize. The answer was how the rhinoceros got his skin.
That's definitely not as funny.
No, nowhere near.
No,
I liked mine better.
I feel like we need to.
Dude, you know what? Fuck. I'm gonna make my own book. How the rhino stole your skin.
Rhino that stole the skin.
It's gonna be a children's book.
Oh, brother.
Is it normal skin or is it foreskin? I need to know.
All of it.
Well,
All the skin.
Another What the Condor production.
Dude, I'm gonna start signing What the Condor for all of my stupid ideas.
Just another production from What the Condor Studios. The rhino stole the skin.
The rhino who liked to steal skin.
A What the Condor book. Coming to stores near you.
It's gonna be a very poorly drawn, like, colored in crayon book.
I'm doing the illustration.
Yes.
I have the art degree here.
That's very true. Amber, you should be our fucking editor or our animator. You have a fucking art degree.
You do have an art degree. I always forget about that.
I forget he went to college.
I was about to say the same thing. I forget that Condor went to college.
I can't imagine this in college.
Yeah, it's kind of
and not getting fucking ejected from every single one of his classes.
Yeah.
I mean,
sits down, opens his mouth, just no. Leave.
So we had a computer lab in college because obviously graphic arts and computer bullshit. Well, Apple computers.
Makes sense.
What you can do is you can open up the applications tab on the MacBooks, the Mac computers. Open up
Yes.
the applications tab, Command A, which selects all the applications.
Yes, it
Then you
does.
then you hit Command O to open all the applications.
And then you walk away.
And then you wouldn't do why it's taking you 30 minutes to do anything.
And you wonder why your fucking computer's on fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm surprised that wasn't a story about Condor breaking something. I mean, we all
And
have
then-
those, right?
And then
Yeah. I mean, dude,
Then
I mean, it's funny because a kid I went to school with did the exact thing Condor just said and actually broke his laptop.
There's always some sort of like funny ass story in the computer lab at school.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Mine wasn't even the computer lab. My school was trying to be fucking fancy, and they gave us all MacBooks to use.
I remember that.
And they regretted it. So many MacBooks got stolen,
Well,
got
yeah.
fucking broken. Dude, I remember that there was, just real quick off topic, I remember one time they were rounding up all the computers, and there was one computer missing. Well, after searching all the lockers and shit, they finally decided, well, let's check the fucking Apple tracker or whatever that's in the computer. The fucking computer was on the other side of the world.
How the fuck?
I don't know. Whoever's computer it was, they either, like, put it on, like, the world's best paper airplane, or like, they fucking sold it to someone in, like, Russia or something, because that computer was on the other side of like, there was no getting it back.
What if they said pretty please?
No, dude, they took the hardest L on that one.
I think the funniest story involving a computer in my school was we used to do like, Christmas plays and stuff when I was in like elementary, middle school.
Yeah.
I was in like this was like when I was in middle school.
Makes
And
sense.
we had to be at the school, at like nighttime and shit. So you're just chilling in the computer lab, and there was a kid. Nate knows this kid pretty well. And,
I was about to ask, do I know this kid?
Uh-huh. It's the blonde one.
Okay. Okay. I know exactly. Worst part is just off that, just the final, is this person related to me?
Uh-huh.
I know exactly who the fuck this is.
So we're all in the computer lab.
What did this dumb motherfucker do? Please enlighten me.
He pulled up porn on the school computer.
Worst part is,
I think we
I
were like,
100% believe you. No fact checking necessary. I know this person well enough. They did it. They fucking did it.
I think we were in like 7th grade. He fucking pulled up porn on the school computer. It gets better though. So the teacher, of course, because we're stupid middle schoolers, so we're she's like doing rounds, making sure that we're not being too stupid or anything.
Yeah, making sure you're not doing something you're not supposed to.
Porn.
Tab won't close.
Oh no.
So what does this kid do? Kid fucking unplugs the monitor. Or like turns it off or something.
That's about right. That would be his fucking response too.
Dude, it was...
Did it work?
Oh yeah, he didn't get busted. No, I have a lot of fun memories with that kid in school. We got, I think I've told this story on the podcast before, right? When we got caught listening to Hollywood Undead in the bathroom.
I think so, yeah.
That's
I think
one of my funniest stories.
either you
that
told it
dude.
on the podcast or you just told us one time when we were just chilling and bullshitting.
That's one of my favorite stories with that kid. And when he
Dude,
sprayed,
that's fucking funny.
when he sprayed white whiteboard cleaner on the teacher's North Face in 6th grade.
No.
That was fucked up, but it was funny.
Dude, I have to talk to this person. I need to fucking confront him with the fact. You know what? I'm gonna confront him with this episode of the podcast.
So,
Make sure he knows he's content. What, Condor?
I would like to bring up the last two topics for this episode of the podcast.
Go for it.
Since next week we're doing an actual album review, this week we would do some music review.
I like music review.
Because
I'm
I have
indifferent on
liked
my music
some
review.
music. I have liked some music in the past week. Honestly, in the past couple days while I've been out.
I think you've liked a lot of music since the last time we did this.
I would hope so. I mean, it's been a minute. But are any of these new songs the Pokemon theme song?
No.
I'm disappointed in you.
But I will start us off with the Pokemon theme song. Going back to the conversation we had earlier about Crazy Taxi. Got the Offspring's All I Want. No?
No.
It's a horror.
This is why we picked the songs beforehand, Condor.
This is why there's Condor.
This
There's a screening process for your music. You know
We
this.
literally just discussed Crazy Taxi and the soundtrack. This is the main song from Crazy Taxi. God damn it.
Well, you're talking to someone who hasn't fucking heard the soundtrack to Crazy Taxi in fucking 15 years at least.
Yeah. I play my games with the sound off. So.
Then I guess the first one is Ozzy Osbourne.
Crazy Train?
Do we know who that is? Oh.
Then you lost me.
Get the Moon?
Oh, that's a good song. I'll give it like a 7.
I'll give it a 5 because it's Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm gonna go Ozzy Osbourne before he was Ozzy Osbourne. Black Sabbath.
He was still Ozzy Osbourne. No, I'm not
I was gonna say, what?
I'm not gonna say anything. What's the song? What's the Black Sabbath song?
Pigs.
Oh, War Pigs? Dude, that's a fucking like 17 out of 10. That's my favorite Sabbath song.
I don't remember the song off the top of my head, so I'm gonna give it a 6.
It's amazing. That's your homework for after this podcast. Listen to War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Got it. I'll make sure the homework gets done, unlike Condor.
Hey.
What happened with the Pick of Destiny again?
It took me 2 attempts to spoil it.
Keep talking.
Next we got ZZ Top, or if you're Canadian, ZZ Top, but you're an asshole.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop. We'll see you next week.
ZZ Top, get the fuck out of here.
We got Granger.
I'll give this song like a 6. It's cool.
I don't know the song.
Uncultured Swine.
Yeah, probably. But we knew this already.
You know Thin Lizzy.
I know Fat Lizzy.
No, you cannot just make up other names for me. Thin Lizzy.
No, you're just fatty.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. A modern day frat bro classic, if you ask me. I'll give it like a
fucking frat bro anthem.
8. It's still a fun song.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Then I got.
If I could say something about the boys are back in town real quick.
Go for it.
So I'm taking this class this upcoming semester. It's called Beer Appreciation.
Beer appreciation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm taking it with my roommate. And the first day of class, I'm gonna wear an Austin 316 shirt.
Yes.
And then we've talked about every day after that when we come into class, we're gonna play The Boys Are Back in Town when we walk in to class.
Do it. You can make that a fucking TikTok series.
And then that'll bump it up to a 10. But for right now, it's an 8.
You know what? I agree. Same criteria. Once Aaron does it, it becomes a 10 out of 10.
Okay. I got 2 more bands, 3 more songs. 1 band, 2 songs. We got Rammstein. I don't care if you guys heard of them.
Wait. Who?
Rammstein.
Rammstein? Okay.
Nate knows some Rammstein.
I do know some Rammstein.
I got Du Hast
Okay.
and Deutschland.
Deutschland?
Yes.
Oh, Deutschland. That's Germany.
Fucking 10 out of 10. Both counts.
Dude.
Rammstein is cool. I'll give Du Hast a 8 and Deutschland a 7. Rammstein's pretty cool.
And the final song for I've liked recently on Rose Music Review, we got Kanye West and his song Heartless.
Oh my god. Criminally underrated Ye song. Tens across the board.
Yeah, no, gotta agree with that.
Shout out. Never mind. It's actually not in 2K13. It's not in 2K13. What the fuck is it in? I forgot. But it's one of Kanye's best songs. I love that song. 808s and Heartbreak is not bad, no matter what Twitter tells you. 808s and Heartbreak is not a bad album.
Honestly, you could have fooled me and said this song came out last week.
That's how well his music ages. Shout out to Kanye.
Shout out to Kanye.
Now, before we get out of here, there is something I wanted to hear from a Mr. Nate sitting over there in the studio.
Yes.
We were talking about that app that your place of employment uses. And how you did the thing with 2 keys to the thing.
Oh, okay.
And I want to hear this before we get out of here.
Yes.
Because this is intriguing.
You want the story of how I've broken 2 different keys for the same cooler at work.
I do, because this sounds hilarious.
It does.
I mean, to be fair, in hindsight, it is. At the time, I was fucking pissed off and a little upset both times.
Well, I would be too in the moment.
But, I do want a disclaimer before I tell the story. These fucking locks suck, and these keys are like aluminum. Like, everything about it, like, I'll put it this way. It's so bad to the point now, since I broke the last key, they've just started leaving it unlocked.
Because
and I think part of it's... Yeah, it's so poor quality. They just said, fuck it. They're going to stop. I'm assuming they're going to stop replacing the keys, or they're taking their sweet time to do it, and they're leaving it unlocked. But part of me thinks it's because of me.
Why do you say that?
Well, because for one, as far as I know, I'm the only one in the store who's broken any of these keys.
And you did it twice.
And I did it twice, yes. But there's a cooler at the front of my store that we put essentially either extra food or shit that's gonna expire within the next like 3 to 5 days. And we put it in this cooler, and it goes on an app at like a really like at a nice discounted price. Like you can get yourself a nice steak for like $4 if there's steak in there, because it's a limited selection. You know, whatever's in there is in there. Like, you know, you can't order anything. It's just whatever's there is there. But the first time this happened, I was tasked with taking my department's stuff, all of our meat, up to the cooler. So I go up there and I ask, you know, one of the people at the service desk, like, hey, I need the key for that cooler. They give it to me. I go over there and it unlocks perfectly. First try, no problem. Okay.
No problem. No sweat. Are you dumb?
Yeah. And by the way, I should keep it noted. This first time that I broke this key was also the first time I'd ever interacted with this cooler. Yeah. Just a nice little side note. But anyway. So I'm up there, you know, putting all the shit in the cooler, making it all look nice.
Gotta look nice.
And I close it up and I'm getting, you know, I pull the key out of my pocket and I start fucking with the lock. Well, as soon as I turn it, like, the lock does not want to budge. So I'm just like, okay, you know, whatever. I'll fuck with it for a second. So I'm sitting there wiggling it back and forth, and I'm making no progress. So now I'm starting to get a little irritated because I'm wasting my time up here because this fucking thing will not lock. So I start wiggling it harder and putting more force into it. And I can see the fucking lock budging. But it does not want to, you know, fold out and lock the door. So eventually I start damn near full forcing this lock. Or, sorry, this key. And then I heard the sound. And I looked down, and all I had was the head of the key in my hand. I looked up at the lock, and the rest of the fucking key was in the lock.
Oh,
I immediately got fucking scared.
Oh no.
Because I'm just like, I just broke this fucking key. Like, we just got this cooler like 2 weeks ago. This is my first time interacting with it. What the fuck did I just do?
Oh no.
So of course, I fucking dig the rest of the key out of the lock. Got both little pieces in my hand. I'm just looking at it all sad. Take it up to the service desk, and I'm just like, hey, you know, I'm sorry, but I broke the key. And the girl just looks at me, she goes, okay. I'm like, okay.
Okay, that's it.
Like, I just told you, I broke the key to this cooler. Like, why are you not upset? And she's just like, we got another one here somewhere. I'm like, oh. Okay, well, I don't feel as bad, so I fucking left. Now, this next time, this happened, I want to say, about 3 weeks ago.
And has anybody, like, said anything? Like...
Not to me, no. No one has, you know, talked to me, called me, nothing.
And no one said anything, just like a casual conversation? Like, that
No.
key fucking sucks or nothing like that?
No. That key has not been mentioned. As far as I know, that key has not fucking been mentioned again.
Wow.
That key broke, and as far as I know, it just got fucking thrown away and then just got lost in the void. So then, like I said, probably about 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't know. Work's been hectic lately. But I'm up there again, putting more stuff in the cooler. I go up there. At this point, I know we have the replacement key. So I'm just like, you know, hey, I need the key to that cooler. I gotta put some shit in there. And they're like, all right, here, you know, fucking, it's in the drawer. I get the key. Go out to the cooler, you know, do my thing. Again, unlocks beautifully, just like normal. Get all the shit stocked in there. Get it closed, and I start fucking with the lock again. And this time the lock's being extra fucking stubborn. Like I am having to like put more and more effort into this.
Just like last time.
Yeah, but what was different from last time? This time there's a strange presence, like someone staring at me. I turn around. One of the cashiers is fucking staring at me, laughing at me.
Damn.
Like she is just so entertained that I am struggling with this fucking lock. And of course she's looking at me, so of course the customer she's taking care of is looking at me too. And I'm sitting there and I'm laughing because I'm just like, well damn, I got caught, I got caught struggling with this lock. So, I laugh about it, haha, whatever, and I go back to fucking with the lock. And then it fucking happens again. I twist that goddamn key, and it just fucking snaps. Just like the last one. Just right off at, the head of the key, just boom, gone. Only difference is this time, the end of the key actually fell out of the lock and just fell on the ground. So, of course, I'm looking down at the fucking piece of key, and then I look back over at that cashier again, and she is laughing her ass off. She is so entertained that I have not only struggled with this lock in front of her, but have then gone and punched the cooler because I got upset with it, and then I broke the fucking key. So then I have to fucking, crouch down all fucking slow and defeated and pick up this piece of key. And again, I'm just holding it in my hand and I'm just looking at it, just like, what the fuck, man? Like, this time I know I'm getting in trouble. This is the second fucking key I've broken. There's no way I'm not getting in trouble for this.
Nothing.
Well, once again, I take it up to the service desk. This time, there's a manager up there. So, being, the responsible person I am, I go to the manager and I'm like, hey, I broke the key to this cooler. And the manager, she looks at me and she goes, you broke the key to the cooler? And I looked her dead in the eye and went, yeah, I did it again. And she looks at me with this look of shock. Like, wait, this isn't the first time you've done this?
Wish.
And I just told her, I'm like, these keys fucking suck. And she looks at me and then she looks at the key. Cause I just laid the key down on the desk in front of her. She just looks down and it's so defeated. Just like, how the fuck did you break this key? And then, upon hearing the news that I broke this is the second one, she lost all faith in me. She was so done with me. She really didn't know what to say. Like, she just kind of looked at me and she was just like, "Okay, I'll take care of it." And I was just like, "Okay, bye. Sorry." And then I went back to work again.
Who's the guy that was gunning for your job?
You said what?
Who's the guy that you're like didn't do his work or some shit in your department?
Talking about my closer?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're gonna give your job to him.
Oh, brother.
My closer's gonna be a fucking apprentice butcher? Oh, hey, good for him.
No, yeah, he's just responsible for the keys now.
I support that.
You know what I support?
Because yeah, I've broken 2 fucking keys and nothing's been done about it. Like, to me at least, I have not been reprimanded. I have not been fucking scolded. Haven't been praised. But
Praise for breaking the keys. Way to go, champ.
I mean, dude, like I expected something, especially the second time.
I mean, I'd praise you. Good job, champ. You left me no choice but to be lazy. Just leave it open. I don't give a shit.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, I've noticed that the one door, like, you know, the one door that I could not relock has just fucking stayed open. I have not seen a fucking maintenance worker, you know, trying to install a new lock or get a new key. Nothing. It's just open. So I think I did my job a favor.
Probably.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I just did my job a favor.
But do you know what I do support?
What do you support?
I support the joining of the What the Condor Discord.
Dude, I do too.
And the following of the What the Condor TikTok and YouTube and Twitter.
You know what I support?
Just follow What the Condor
on
all platforms where available.
Yeah, I support What the Condor because I have to. It's my job.
By listening to mildly infuriating Fort Escape's album in the future.
So what Condor is trying to say here is listen to the Tame Impala album. It's called Currents. We're reviewing it next week. It's pretty good. If you're into like 80s inspired music and are going through a breakup or just are sad about women.
Yes.
Tame Impala's Currents is a good album for you. And if you would care to join us in our review of Tame Impala's Currents, you can do that by leaving your thoughts on twitter.com. Just make sure to put at CondorWhat somewhere in your tweet so that we can see it. Give it a like, give it a retweet, talk about it on the episode before we, review our album maybe.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down to fucking do like a fan segment.
And make sure to join our Discord so you can participate in our current fan segment, the Meme of the Week.
And so you can just fucking hang out and chill with us.
Because while I do like Josh's memes a lot, the Golden Glizzy was fucking hilarious. You can't have every Meme of the Week, right?
I mean, ideally, no. I mean, at least not with no competition.
Send in your memes.
Yes, join the Discord and send in your memes.
We want the top tier stuff. And I think that's it. Is that it?
That is it.
Alright, well, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
What is this, episode 5 of the new season?
Yeah.
Of the 4th season?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I want to thank everybody that did, in fact, tune in and did get to this point for listening to the What the Condor podcast. We'll be back next week to talk about Tame Impala and to just kind of exist. Rest in peace to George
a little bit more.
Rest in peace to George Harrison. And we'll see you next week.
Aww.